Legends may fade, but icons live forever. When the name Ozzy Osbourne echoes through the halls of rock history, it sends a shiver down the spine of any true music fan. Known as the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne is more than just a heavy metal pioneer. He is a cultural phenomenon who redefined what it means to be a rock star. Now, as his health battles continue and rumors of retirement swirl, the world watches with bated breath. And none are more reflective, more emotional, and more vocal than the men who once stood shoulder to shoulder with him, his Black Sabbath bandmates. In heartfelt tributes, they've made one thing abundantly clear: there will never be another like Ozzy Osbourne. For decades, Ozzy Osbourne has reigned as one of the most captivating, outrageous, and enduring figures in the history of rock. From his early days as the wild-eyed frontman of Black Sabbath to his solo career packed with controversy and hits, Ozzy carved a path no one else could follow, and very few would even dare to try. But behind the madness in music was a man who inspired loyalty, love, and respect from those closest to him, especially the bandmates who witnessed his rise firsthand. Recently, as Ozzy's health struggles have become more public, including multiple surgeries, a Parkinson's disease diagnosis, and spinal issues that have impacted his mobility, tributes have poured in from across the music world. But it's the words of his former Black Sabbath bandmates that strike the deepest chord. Tony Iommi, the legendary guitarist and founding member of Black Sabbath, has often spoken fondly of Ozzy. Despite the band's well-known ups and downs, Iommi didn't just see Ozzy as a singer. He saw him as the soul of the band. There simply won't be another like him, Iommi said in a recent interview. Ozzy brought a unique energy to the band that no one else ever could. His voice, his charisma, his madness, it all became the sound of Sabbath. Iommi and Osbourne first joined forces in Birmingham in the late 1960s, creating a sound that was darker, heavier, and more intense than anything rock had seen before. Along with bassist geezer Butler and drummer Bill Ward, they formed Black Sabbath, and in doing so, gave birth to the genre we now call heavy metal. But it wasn't just the music, it was the attitude. Ozzy wasn't just singing the songs, he was living them. Geezer Butler, Sabbath's bassist and the man behind many of their iconic lyrics, echoed Iommi's sentiments. Ozzy was chaos wrapped in brilliance, Butler remarked. He didn't just front the band, he embodied the message. The darkness, the rebellion, the confusion, it was all real with him. We didn't know we were creating a legacy back then. We were just four guys making noise in a small studio. But Ozzy made that noise unforgettable. The story of Black Sabbath isn't without turbulence. Ozzy was fired from the band in 1979 due to substance abuse issues and creative tensions. Yet, even after years apart, the bond between the members never truly broke. Their reunion in the late 90s and again in the 2010s for the 13 album and farewell tour showed that time hadn't dulled their chemistry or their respect for each other. Drummer Bill Ward, who had his own battles with health and personal issues, spoke emotionally about his time with Ozzy. There were moments where we didn't speak, where we were angry or distant, he admitted. But at the end of the day, Ozzy is my brother. There's a love there that never goes away. Watching him push through everything he's faced in the last few years, it's nothing short of heroic. Ozzy's resilience has indeed been remarkable. Despite being nearly immobile at times, undergoing several back surgeries, and dealing with Parkinson's disease, he has never lost the fire in his voice or the gleam in his eye. Even when he canceled tours and stepped back from the public spotlight, fans and peers alike held on to hope. Hope that the Prince of Darkness would rise once more. And rise he did, time and time again. Whether it was making a surprise appearance at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham or recording vocals for the 2022 solo album Patient No. 9, Ozzy showed the world that legends don't fade, they evolve. Beyond the music, the tributes from his bandmates reflect something deeper. They reveal a lifelong bond forged not just through fame, but through shared pain, triumph, and a relentless passion for rock. These aren't just musicians speaking about another artist, they're brothers speaking about family. Ozzy has that rare quality, Iommi said. No matter how famous he got, he never forgot where we came from. That little neighborhood in Birmingham, the factories, the cold nights, the hunger to make something bigger of our lives. That's what makes him real, and that's what people connect with. Fans around the world have joined in the outpouring of love, flooding social media with messages, memories, and prayers for Ozzy. From younger artists inspired by his music to lifelong Sabbath fans who followed his journey for over 50 years, the message is the same. Ozzy isn't just a rock star. He's the rock star. In recent interviews, Ozzy himself has shown humility and gratitude, even as he faces what may be the final chapters of his performing career. "I'm not going to sit here and pretend I've got 20 more years on stage," he told a magazine. "But I've had a hell of a run, and I've still got music in me." And that's what makes Ozzy Osbourne truly unforgettable. Not just the music, not just the mayhem, but the heart, the passion, the raw, unfiltered honesty that made him both a wild icon and a deeply human figure. As Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward pay their respects, not to a memory, but to a living legend, we're reminded that greatness isn't just about what you create. It's about what you leave behind in the hearts of those who knew you, played beside you, and were changed by your fire. As the tributes continue and fans hold on to every word and every note, one truth rings louder than any riff or drumbeat. There will never be another like Ozzy Osbourne.